Yeah, it's Jermaine Dupri, mayor of the ATL, So Def, live and direct on Montreality. Yeah. What type of student was I in the classroom? Bad student, I think. I used to get stuck in like the corner of the classroom. I was like focused on a lot of different things in class. I never had a job as a teenager. I've been making music and doing this since I was like 12. So at 12, I really was like, I'm not going. I knew I had like 4 years before I turned 16. I had to get a job. So I was like, I gotta work. I gotta do what I gotta do, so I don't have to get a job. I think the first thing I bought was I bought my mom a car. You know, I think that was it. The key to success, in my opinion, is a lot of knowledge. You gotta know a lot of things. You gotta know business. You gotta know your craft. You gotta know when to make moves and when not to make moves. You just have to have a lot of knowledge about a lot of things. You know, to get success is probably easy, but to keep success and continue it is probably the hardest. And that's the, you know, that comes with, you gotta have that knowledge of knowing where to go and where not to go. Do I like reading books? Yeah, I like reading books. Most of the time I read books about people that inspire me. So, you know, Richard Branson book, Quincy Jones book, Barry Gordy's book, Steve Jobs' book is really one that you know, recent book that came out that I continue to keep going back to learn more and more things about him. So it's like, really, I just study up on things that you know, people that I'm interested in or things that I'm interested in. What do I think I was I think I was music in the previous lifetime. Like, just the sound of music. I don't really even know. I'm vegan, so it's kind of hard to say. But no, probably. I probably really want a real cheeseburger if it was my last meal. A real cheeseburger, In-N-Out cheeseburger. Just moving around, and then, you know, looking at how they start cooking the food recently and seeing different shows and things that was telling me about the way the food was prepared. And then I went on a fast, and it was like the way I felt from the fast just told me I should, you know, stay in that zone. My favorite cartoon character probably would be, damn. I'm probably gonna say Pinky and the Brain, both of them. Both. Yeah, we all good. It's all good. Me and Dre, we actually been hanging. I had a party at Dre house, like I forget what it was. It was like about last year, I think. But yeah, you know, had a party at his house. It's all good, man. We grown, man. You know what I'm saying? Grown men ain't got time for all of that. He getting too much money. It don't make no sense. Nate was just a cool dude, you know what I mean? I was actually thinking about that yesterday, like when I'm doing my show for the 20th anniversary, and when I get to Ballin' Out of Control, I just want to, you know, I gotta do like a little tribute thing to him and, you know, people that I lost that was in my life that came through the So Def, that era of these 20 years. So, you know, he's a powerful voice, very creative and talented guy that we gonna miss. And he was a fun dude too. Man, I mean, I did, you know what I mean? I tried on Life in 1472. I wanted to do a song with OutKast. It was actually my thought of Welcome to Atlanta on the first album, and it just never came to, you know, it never came alive. But I definitely wanted to do something with them. You know what I mean? I thought that we all, but you know, the styles has always been slightly different. You know what I mean? So it was kind of like, I think they probably thought that, you know, the styles didn't match at that particular point in time, so that's probably why I didn't jail. But we all good. I mean, my relationship with anybody that was ever been on So Def is always good. You know what I mean? When the artist, the way I look at So Def is like a high school. And you go through your high school years, you go to that same high school for 10 years, right? And then you off to college and whatever else you got to do. The rest of the world's open. So that's what So Def is to me. It's a launching pad for a bunch of people's careers, a bunch of people's lives. So it don't really have nothing to do with personal level. You know what I'm saying? The artists understand that that's what my standing in their life is to them. And I understand what, you know, they are to my life. You know what I'm saying? And with Bow Wow, it's a different situation because I got him when he's so young. So really, me and Bow Wow's like my son. You know, actually, if I ever had a kid, you would thought that would be Bow Wow. Me and his relationship is more on that type of situation. It's real. It's much more personal than it is business. He can learn a lot from me. You know what I mean? He's still growing. Bow Wow still, you know, a lot of people look at him like he's old. But Bow Wow still ain't even, you know, Bow Wow's a young 20-year-old man, and it's like, it's so much learning that he still has to go through. And, you know, I don't mind being there for that and showing him things. And we always talked about stuff, so to go to the club and kick it and hang out and party is like something we always talked about doing when he was younger, so it's all good.
Hey yo, what's poppin'? Montreal, what it do, man? YMCMB Zone, man. Bow Weezy, you already know what it is, man. Shout out to Montreality, you know what I'm saying? All that official shit, hip-hop shit, all that. Yeah.
I mean, the 20th anniversary is every artist that's ever been on So Def one night only in Atlanta. If you got any love for R&B and hip-hop, this is one place that you need to be. You know what I mean? And by the way, they ain't been done since Motown 25. You know, not this era of artists. You know, Def Jam didn't do it. Puff can't do it, I don't believe, because Biggie's not around. But I mean, he could do it, but it wouldn't be the same, right? And all the other labels, it's the same thing. All the other labels, they artists, you know, have kind of gone away some kind of way. All my artists are still here, still around, still doing shows, still doing they, you know, separate things. So it's like, while I have that opportunity, I say, you know, let's put together this one show. So every artist, all under one roof for one night only. Probably nobody, you know, because I get excited about going. If somebody asks me to work with them, I'm excited all the time to work with artists. But my true excitement comes from me creating an artist and then watching that artist turn into somebody that nobody even was thinking about. That's the most, you know, that's what restores my creative juices all the time. I mean, you know, always a lot of new artists coming out. I got a new artist by the name of Fresh Cocaine right now from St. Louis. Leah LaBelle. Me and Pharrell actually collaborated, put this girl named Leah LaBelle out. And you can look for her new single coming at the top of the year. My biggest New Year's resolution is to be better than I ever been. You know what I mean? Because when I look at this and I say I'm celebrating 20 years of music and putting out artists and just doing this over and over again, I just wonder, you know, like, it's been good. A lot of people say it's legendary and this, that, and the third, but I believe that it could be better. So I'm just out here to do the best I can and be better than I ever been.